Giants quarterback Daniel Jones is considered day-to-day with an ankle injury, and backup Tyrod Taylor suffered a concussion in Sunday's win over the Bears. Let's bring in New York Post Ryan Dunleavy to talk about the Giants and what options they have heading into London. Ryan, Chad Powers is not available, so what are the best options for the Giants right now before they cross over to the pond, or the other side of the pond?
It's funny you say that, Brandon. Eli Manning, a.k.a. Chad Powers, walked out of the locker room last night, and a couple media members shouted, "Hey, the Giants might need you this week." He kept going, said, "Nah, it ain't him." So it actually might be one of his former backups, Davis Webb, who was drafted as the one-time heir apparent to Eli and never really got his shot. Look, if the options to start are Jones, Taylor, and Webb, the options to backup are Taylor, Webb, and a street free agent. It really is that wide open right now on Monday. Really won't know more probably till Wednesday's practice. After the Tua Tagovailoa situation, Brandon, it's hard to imagine the NFL letting a quarterback come back a week after his concussion. It's with the rule changes on tap, and Daniel Jones has missed 2 games in two of the last 3 seasons with high ankle sprains. So it might be a rush to get him back. So it's very possible Davis Webb is the quarterback for the Giants in London.
When T2 did get knocked out with that concussion, the Giants offense marched 18 yards down the field. Didn't throw a pass at all. Saquon Barkley, as that Wildcat quarterback, got the field goal. So how confident do you think Brian Daboll and Mike Kafka are in Davis Webb?
Well, that's a great question. Like, look, he looked awesome in the preseason. Brian Daboll has a ton of confidence in him because he's been in this offense for 3 years. He's basically a coach, Brandon. I mean, he knows the offense so well. He's teaching it to other guys from the day he arrived. So now, look, if they were super confident in him, he probably would be the backup, or he'd probably be on the 53-man roster. So there's still some question. But as far as his knowledge of the offense, it's all there. Question is, he hasn't played in a real regular season game throughout his career other than to take kneel downs. There's no question he'll be able to run the offense. His decision making, if he plays, that's what everybody will have an eye on.
He's going to need a weapon, and the Giants' biggest weapon at wide receiver hasn't been available. Let's talk about Kadarius Toney. The man does have an arm, so if he's available to play this week, how much do you think he could be used, and how could he be used?
That's a good question. I mean, I'd never count on Kadarius Toney to play. Like, I think he's missed 9 of 21 games in his career. So availability is always the biggest ability question with Kadarius Toney. If he plays, yeah, I mean, you're right. He does have a great arm. There could be a couple gadget plays. He could be the Wildcat quarterback ahead of Saquon Barkley. But again, to me, he has to practice before I can ever consider him playing in a game, and before I consider him doing unusual things that aren't just playing receiver in a game, because then now you're exposing him to more touches, more injury risk, and that's always a problem with Kadarius. The Giants played a game yesterday, Brandon, where they went to the final 45 seconds of the first half without a wide receiver touching the ball. They're playing throwback football, running backs, tight ends, offensive line, and they're winning.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm the one that continues to say, put him in, but at the same time, he has to be available, just like you said. But the opportunity is there for him to get back in the Big Blues graces. Ryan, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Brandon.